bastard. Come on. Oh, yeah. Woohoo! Oh my God. I got it. I got it out all in one piece. Welcome back, everybody. As you saw there, I got the front windshield out. And this video is just a quick, short one, more of a update than anything. Because as you can see, there's been a fair amount going on. Nothing exciting, a lot of work. But she is getting cleaned out. The 64 is definitely coming apart. And you can see the dash is missing. Now the back window is out as well. Of course, and mainly because of the seals, I have a company called Steel Rubber Products down in the US. They are sending me some samples. So before I go any further on the seals and gaskets for the windows, I'm just waiting to get those in so I can see how they turn out. But I've been chipping away at the floor here, cleaning up all the old sealant and stuff in the corners, and really beating this thing apart just to see how bad it is. Now I do have some floor pans that have been ordered for a while. I don't know when they're coming in. I'm following them by tracking, and it is just slow. So here we have the dash in all its glory out of the car. Got it on a couple sawhorse here, some workbenches. And this is, it's actually not as bad as it looks. There's a lot to go through, a lot of wiring to check. But for the most part, it's all fairly good. Some of them are a little crispy, and some of them have some chew marks on them. But for the most part, you can see where they go. The orange goes to the orange, so it's all there. So I'll be able to piece that back together. This is part of the main harness that goes through the firewall, and this is what will be replaced. I do plan on putting a whole harness in this car, and where this ends, which goes through into this cluster, and then over onto this cluster, and then into the fuel panel, or fuse box. That part all gets replaced. All the wires you see on the dash and all the controls, that stays. Just that main wiring harness is going to get replaced. Then on the inside, I'm cleaning up the air box, cleaned out all the most hose that's in there. Pulled the steering wheel. Steering column will be the next thing to come out. But all the air cans that are on the heater box, they all seem to work. I don't know how much PSI they do require. I'm going to do some checking on that, and I'll have to use a syringe to make sure they do operate properly. I have heard of the guys putting mineral oil inside them just to soften up that diaphragm and make them work a little better. And I got them all marked the best I can because it's quite a mess. This is the harness for the vacuum system. Each hole is a separate valve, which is this unit right here. Most of them are broken off, so this will have to be replaced, and this actually was easy to find. It's still available. So there's a couple electric parts here, and all these do is run the lights on the other side. With all the push buttons, every time you push a button, it redirects the vacuum flow of air to a different one of those cans inside under the dash to give you a defrost on the window, down on your feet, or blowing at you, or whatever you might need. Update on the connecting rods. I have ground down and weighted the light end of these rods. This one not touched. That was the lightest rod. Now all rods match this one. This here was the heaviest one. It took a lot of grinding. I ended up taking 7 grams off of the end of this rod. It was that far out. I couldn't believe it. But anyway, they're all done. I've gone through here. I've recorded all measurements. See, they all had to come down to this 235.7 for the grams. So I went through, touched them up and grind them nice. This one here, I don't know, a little bit too overzealous. Took a little much off, but it bounces right back and forth between the 0.6 and the 0.7. So it's so close that it's fine. Now I am waiting for my rod bearings to come. They are on a slow boat just because I'm trying to save money. And if I don't mind waiting, it ended up saving me about $47 for a set of bearings for the ones I want. I do want a Clevite bearing. I like their product. I think it's the best fit for this engine. Now, I can't really remember where I left off with you guys about the engine. The update on the block, it is getting done, but two things have happened. One, once they did a pressure check on the block itself, there was a large crack found in the block. I'll pop a picture in here. So the guy was nice enough to send me that picture just to kind of confirm that I want to continue on. And well, I can't get a new block for the price it costs to fix that. And also, I can't remember if I mentioned in the last video, I also have a cylinder that was too far gone and is getting sleeved. So they'll be boring that out to the max. I think it's 100 thou over, dropping in a sleeve, and making that a permanent fix. Again, costs a little more than I wanted to put into it, but I still cheaper than buying a new block that is intact to finish this project. But really, that's it. I don't have much else going on. I did put a little bit of mud on the walls here, just getting ready to do a second coat. I went a little crazy on the sanding, unfortunately, but it will do. And other than that, just been yard cleaning, doing a little bit of haying, getting an old field opened up. But hopefully, I'll get some parts soon, and I'll be able to make an actual video. Anyway, for the guys that have stuck around and the people still watching, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys all again later.